activity on the third floor, just, you know.
Is there?
Uh-huh.
How do you know?
I have cameras in this bitch.
And you just have them in your eyeballs.
No, I looked at it before we left. Right. I'm gonna pinch you.
Miss Morgan, Madamo.
Gentlemen
Hello.
Miss Morgan.
and lady. What's been going on tonight?
Surveillance of the Mayweather dogs, as Miss Morgan requested Sakura and Hikari to deal with. I was given information of some sort of parachute ordeal or something like that.
Sorry, a parachute ordeal?
Parachute ordeal. What does that mean?
I don't have much information about the situation. I apologize.
Who does?
Mr. Ren,
Mr.
if you
Ren.
kindly.
Speak up, please.
So, as everyone knows, about what happened in the group channel, yes, in regards of Hikari and Sakiro consulting about parachutes and how-to videos of how to skydive and live. Did Miss Morgan, I believe you did see that message.
I did, yeah.
Madam Moyobun, did you?
No, I did not.
Okay. So I went on and I scolded them both. My words were sharp. They shouldn't have been. I stepped out the line for the way I spoke. I've apologized to both. However, the idea that was proposed to me by Miss Hikari and Sakio was to parachute onto the roof of the Merriweather facility to bug the facility as requested by Miss Morgan, allegedly.
Allegedly?
I have
Why
not
do you say allegedly?
because I have myself has not confirmed with Miss Morgan if that is what they told her to do. Then
Morgan?
That is exactly what I have asked her to do. Prior to the engagement with watching over the Merriweather, it's a continuation of the sensors that I had Hikari install there. And I would like to get some kind of wireless devices to be able to keep eyes on the location, specifically in useful position. That is the
Yes,
task
they
that I
did.
had given her.
They did mention the cameras, yes. So
Very good.
their plan was to skydive onto the roof, install the cameras, and then exfil via the water. That was the plan that was proposed to me. Obviously, with everything that happened, I felt like it was only fair that I hear them out and I tried to work with them and build upon their idea and get that solid foundation, try and eliminate as much as the risk as possible. Mr. Riku did the sensible thing that I should have thought of about giving them the adequate lesson. Such a dangerous task.
Very good.
Yes,
It is a dangerous task.
I did explain to them that if they wished to follow through with said plan as they intended, I expected them to receive the full certification to be able to solo skydive. I told them they could file it under an alias to maintain the apologies, the concussion, the anonymity. However, I do require the full certification in order for them to even consider it as a possibility from here forward. They both only have one tandem jump under their eyes, or belts.
I see. Not exactly expert parachutists.
Exactly my own thoughts.
A very bold plan for them. I approve of their thought pattern. Perhaps not their eagerness to jump out of an airplane and die.
That is exactly what I was feeling when I told them that it was quite a hazardous plan. Whilst with scuba, you have an opportunity to hold your breath and make it to the surface and survive. If you hit the surface at terminal velocity, that's a whole different subject matter.
Indeed.
Did this plan feel like it was well rounded, thought out?
No. The biggest issue was the skydiving.
No, I get that.
Who do we have on the end here?
She is our new recruito.
My name is Ariel.
Ariel.
It is very nice to meet you.
That would be another situation that I would like to bring up. I've already mentioned to both Mr. Wren and Mr. Street.
And what is that?
They took her with them.
That does put us in a bit of a bind, but I believe we've had recruitos in worse positions for us.
That is true. I just wish to pass on the situation as
I'll handle it
she
real
is both
quick.
a recruiter. Yes, of course.
Look at me. The honor and the respect that you were given by being allowed to participate in whatever the fuck it was is immeasurable. This is a good building block for you to establish your name within this family, and should you decide that you would like to open your mouth and be a petty little cunt elsewhere, I will come and I will cut you. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Perfectly clear.
Yes, ma'am. Perfectly clear.
You're being given exquisite access to things you would not normally do, including attending this council in this moment right here. I do not want to hear any of what has transpired here echoed from your mouth to anyone else that is not a part of this family. Clear on that as well?
Chris.
Perfect. Apologies.
I appreciate that, Miss Morgan. Mr. Street, Mr. Wren, if you would please continue.
But yes, we did hit the water. Had a friend of mine borrow a boat from. Just told me he's going out on the water for a little fun day. Me and Miss Ariel here were about 5 clicks off from the water, or from our place in question. Information was not given to her on anything that we were doing. Just said we were heading to a certain area to check some things out. That's all the information that was given.
Before.
Or
That's all the information she was
Yes.
given beforehand.
yes, beforehand, we're heading to check something out, and that's all that was given.
So you had the fourth thought, keep things vague and then decided to just change your mind and continue afterwards?
We went over there about, like I said, about 5 clicks out from the place in question. And then once me and Mr. M were communicating through our earpieces that we had, we turned around, we left. But Mr. N had a bit of a big world issue, so I had to go pick up Hikari and sec over our narcotics. And we went back and came back here.
All in all, was tonight's efforts worthwhile? Did we get what we needed?
Yes, we did.
Yes, we are able now to see pretty much the objective from every conceivable angle. We have a perfect bird's eye view. We know the weak points. We know the possible routes that the vehicles will take when they patrol. We are confident in the layout. Obviously, we do not know the routines of the personnel that might be there, i.e., what times they patrol, what they have to dispose of, whether that be dogs or whatever that may be. I think there is still a lot of planning to do before this even gets considered to be completed. It's a very, very risky, dangerous job that will take a lot of effort from a lot of people and a lot of planning and a lot of ideas being bounced around in order to, I feel, perfect it into what it needs to be.
Well, it sounds like you're making good attempts at making this a well thought out, rounded out plan. I want you to continue and take control and command over this operation, at least this portion of it.
Yes, Madam Weibel.
Anything that needs done goes through you.
Understood, Miss Weibel.
And if you should need anything, you can come directly to me.
Thank you, Mrs. Weibel.
Mr. Riku, how are you feeling today? It's good to see you up and about.
I am doing good, thank you, for the most part. To say I am well is a overstatement. I was just deciding to get in my daily exercises as the physician recommended. After 2-3 days of bed rest, I get in a short walk of sorts to help keep myself somewhat mobile after the accident the other day. Whiplash kind of screwed up my neck and my back. However, they give it about a week or two. It is the concussion that they are more concerned about after my airbags, which police reports say failed to deploy. There were none in the vehicle I was using. So I gave myself a good crack across the full. They estimate within a month or so I should, and within the next week, maybe driving again.
Can the Kyodai and the Rikuruto please go downstairs?
Understood.
Please, Ariel.
Ariel, can you please follow me?
There we go. Sorry, thank
Better
you.
late than never.
Exactly.
Mr. Riku, please step forward to the next spot in front of you. Thank you. I don't even know where to begin, honestly. How you managed to get yourself involved in an accident driving drunk and bringing along 2 of our girls with you, putting everybody in danger. What do you have to say for yourself?
I will say that was. Well, I will not deny the fact that my driving under the influence was a poor reflection on my judgment amongst the other events recently. It was me who joined the girls on the night out, and I followed the lead. I believed it would be casual with me with them. However, I guess they had other plans in mind, and I swear I only had 3 drinks, but that was quite enough. I had a cocktail that Miss Hikari came up with, a sake, and a plum wine. Beyond that, I do remember leaving the bar, driving down the highway, trying to avoid a civilian that cut me off and ended up going head on into a set of headlights, is honestly all I saw before waking up again in the hospital. Well, not the hospital. I did wake up in the car, but most of what I remember is in the hospital. Very vague moments beyond that.
So you drank because they made you.
No, not because they made me. I figured I would enjoy myself a little bit while I was out with them. I did not intend to overindulge myself, but evidently the alcohol hit me a lot harder than I was expecting for only having 3 drinks.
What is the time period between the 3 drinks?
I honestly could not tell you.
Was it the course of 3 hours?
It was not, no.
So it was less.
Absolutely. That much I can confirm, yeah. I
Mr.
believe the
Riku,
sake may have just been a
Mr. Riku,
small. Yep.
are you aware how long it takes the human body to process alcohol?
For the most part, yes.
So then you know 3 drinks in less than 3 hours, you're still going to have that alcohol affecting you. And regardless of what you thought at that time, you made poor choices. And you paid for it
100%.
with your own damage.
I did, yes. 100%. I agree with you on that one. I 100% take a responsibility for my own faults.
You take responsibility for the 2 girls.
I do, yes. I went out with them. I do not know exactly what transpired after my accident. That being said, whilst they were with me, despite me having joined them, they were in fact under my responsibility.
Indeed. And because they were with you, they made poor choices as well, and you didn't correct anybody. That reflects very poorly on your leadership skills, Mr. Riku.
Wakagashira.
I will say I do believe I tried multiple times to try to keep them in line.
Did you
That
take
being
any
said, it
cues?
is a sad defense in my own action.
Yes, because at the end of the day, you ended up in the hospital, Sakura ended up in prison, and who knows what happened to Hikari. She skated out of it somehow. But she admitted to what happened. They were both nearly sent to Japan because of it. Which is pretty light considering that they're on how many chances now? Morgan?
Several.
Indeed. Both of our Kyodai have stuck their necks out for them. Should they mess up again, they too will pay the price. But right now we're talking about you. And your repeated failures to me and this family. Your inability to make critical judgments is more than concerning to me. Do you have anything besides weak excuses to give to me?
No, I do not. Just that my judgment has been lacking of late, yes.
Indeed.
And from my recollection, this all transpired on the evening that you stood in front of the Oyubun to speak with her directly regarding the situation with Nero. Is that correct?
That is, yes.
Did it make it easier for you to go drink your worries away, your concerns?
Not so much, no.
Do you understand the position to which you hold here in this family?
I do, yes.
Then why are you so apprehensive to own it?
If I shall be completely honest and forthright,
I would expect nothing less.
Always.
I have what one might call a bit of imposter syndrome. Whilst I understand that I have worked by your own judgments and Mr. Yoshi's before you, Miss Kyung, up to the position I am at, I still do not believe I have fully earned it. I do believe, looking around, I am seeing our Kyodai over, as of late, have been putting in a lot more effort than I have, been given a lot more responsibility than I have, and it has been how one can say, a thorn in one's side. It makes me feel like I am not stepping up to the responsibilities as I should be, and as you have mentioned, I am not. And instead, I am actually, in fact, jeopardizing the individuals we have under our own responsibility.
How do you plan to remedy this?
By improving the methods within which I have been taking action. As I did explain the other night, but quite horribly failed to back up with my own actions immediately after.
Indeed.
I do intend to fully back my words, that I will intend to fully communicate and actually better myself as a Wakagashira for the family. And if I cannot do that, then I shall formally step down.
Let me be clear.
Of
It
course.
is not my wish for that to happen. Because even though our new Kyodai have been very active and very helpful, they are still learning, and they need the leadership above them, the Wakagashira, to help show them the way. And your imposter syndrome, that is a problem within your own mind that you need to rectify. Have you ever heard fake it until you make it?
I have, yes.
You need to practice it. Act like the role, and then you'll become the role. Can't simply walk around and expect it to suddenly come upon you. your inability to be around and be as helpful as you'd like. You have communicated that to us previously, so that is understood. That is not a problem for me. Because what you do is still more than some others do. So again, I do not want to lose you. I understand if that time should come that you need to make that decision. I will understand. But that's not what I'm looking for right here, right now. I'm looking for something more immediate. Something to prove to me that you are truly sorry and repentant. Do you have thoughts on how you can do this?
I have a couple varying from subtle to extremities. It kind of depends on which you would prefer, Madam Oivan.
Tell me which one you think I want to hear.
I shall present you a finger if I wish, if you shall wish.
What was your other thought?
The other one was, I just, well, for the better, improve my actions. I honestly couldn't really think of anything else other than I step up and actually prove my position.
I think both are required.
Ooh.
And I'm glad you came to the first position first. Because that's not something I'm going to ask of you. That is something you should show to me. That's your dedication to the family. In other words, I will accept your first option.
Oh shit.
Understood.
Madam Oyabun, I'd like to clear a situation with myself and he.
Go ahead.
Mr. Riku, upon learning about the situation with Nero in the back of the building,
Yes.
I do regret very much on how I spoke to you in front of others. I do hope that you can forgive that terrible action and the disrespect I'm sure that you felt the result of it. And I will do my very best to not make that error again.
I graciously accept your apology. You spoke exactly as you intended, and I took no ill intention of it.
Yes, but there is a process for these things, and that was done incorrectly.
As it has been shown, we all have our transgressions. I shall not hold you against yours.
Very well, thank you.
Of course. May I proceed, Madam Oivan?
Yes, you need appropriate tools or
Should we go to your
you have
office?
what you need. Actually, that is a better place.
Do you wish to have any witnesses?
I would like our Kyodai to witness, so they can understand what it is exactly that we are sacrificing for our family.
Madam Oyabun?
That would be fine with me. But what do we do with our recruito?
You can watch the front desk.
Very good.
It's up to you. Do you want her in attendance as well?
No, she doesn't need to see that.
Very well. I'll be right back. I'll meet you in your office if that will work.
That'll work.
Very well. Where is Mr. Straight?
He's went to the lobby, madam, this moment.
I need you and he to the Oyubun's office. Rukaruto, you will stand watch in the front door. This shouldn't take long.
Yes, ma'am.
Allow me to go get Mr. Street.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Street, with me, please. I need to go to the Oyabun's office.
Now I need you both to listen. What you are going to see, you will not speak unless you are asked to talk. Perfectly
Mr.
clear.
Slogan.
Understood.
You're going to bear witness to Yubitsume. Madam Oyubun,
Enter.
stand next to the sofa.
When you're ready, Mr. Riku. See to your hand.
Of course.
Do you have anything you want to say to the Kyodai?
Gentlemen,
Mr. Riku.
let this be a reminder of what we sacrificed for our family. It's not just our time nor our willingness, but our body and our soul. Quite literally. This be a demonstration to you to not make the mistakes I have.
Sick.
If it jeopardizes the family, it is not worth the effort. And we are responsible for those underneath us.
Do you both understand what happened here?
Yes, Madam Yōnin.
So you're aware of Yubitsume.
Understood.
Very good. Morgan, do you have anything you need to say?
When we fall, we do so that we may rise again, more successful than we did before. You have this one, and I do mean one, opportunity to square your shit. To set the example. To be the Wakagashira of this family, without question. Without pause. Always. And if you should not be able to fulfill the obligations of your role to this family, I will humbly accept your resignation. Is that clear?
Yes, it is, madam. Psycho, come on.
We are not here to hurt ourselves or to put each other in danger. And we do such foolish things. Consequences are rendered. Consequences I know you feel and you understand fully in this moment. Is that correct?
Yes.
Do not ever, and I mean ever, let your Kyodai outshine your worth in this fucking family ever again. Mike,
Understood.
very well. Thank you, Madam Yōnin.
Very well. You are all dismissed.
Understood.
Have a good evening.
Ay, ay, ay. I was surprised that he...
Did that decision on his own.
As am I. As am I. I'm surprised, actually.
Why are you surprised?
I didn't know if he'd had the worth to do it.
He's done it before.
I know.
I think he realized how big he was, or how big of trouble he did. I can't speak right now.
No, I understand.
You know what I'm saying.
Mhm. Multiple discrepancies require that.
Yes. Unfortunately,
Indeed.
don't wish to make him weaker. That's exactly what we had to do.
Mhm. I am surprised though he wanted the Kyodai present for this, but I understand and respect it all the same.
Same. I did think about bringing the recruito up to have her observe so she could fully understand the commitment that's
Indeed.
required, but
Too soon.
exactly. She needs to prove herself first.
Indeed, indeed. So the girls want to parachute onto the roof and be special operators, I guess, yeah? It's cute.
I can barely hear you.
Really? I'm talking normally.
Say again. I might have. Try again. I'm sorry.
Hello?
That's better. It was cotton in my ears.
No, I said I'm surprised the girls want to parachute into the building, and it's very alarming. Brazen.
It is extremely brazen. It seems like Ren has a good head on his shoulders. That's good.
Yes, I agree.
He did most of the talking. He understood everything that was happening. Mr. Street was only partially aware.
Mm-hmm.
But it sounds like he kept them from doing something stupid.
Indeed.
So that's good.
And we shall see how our leaders lead going forward.
Indeed.
Well, I am glad that that was able to be done, and now we can move on. And was the Yubitsume, was it relative to the drinking and driving, or the combination between the Nero situation? Okay.
The combination.
Agree on that.
Nothing further needs to be done with him, so long as he
Figures his shit out.
himself out.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
No, I do agree with you. Getting a collection, you know. Leave some for me, won't you?
There's plenty that go around. I only have 3.
Well,
2 I collected
yeah.
in one night, and that was well over a year ago, so it's not like I'm on a spree.
Yeah, it's been a while since we've had to do that. Now you have to document it. Don't forget.
Perhaps. I mean, he volunteered it.
I think you'll understand what I mean.
No, I understand what you mean. But it's not something we pushed upon him.
You mean you weren't going to push it upon him?
Say that again?
I said you weren't going to put that upon him?
That form of Yubitsume, true Yubitsume, doesn't come from me. It comes from the member. It is what I was hoping you would say.
Well, I am glad he did not disappoint you.
I had a feeling he wouldn't.
Hopefully that will be a wake-up call for him as well.
Hopefully.
Mm. Should go check on everyone.
Why don't you head down first? I'll be in a minute.
Of course. Fuck, does everybody go?